Welcome back to The Truth with Trinity, and I am your host, Trinity. And if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, I'd like to send you a warm welcome. Here I talk about issues that happen within the black community, hopefully for some resolution or at least some food for thought to go about your daily way. So, without further ado, I'd like to jump into this episode's topic, which is why does the black man kill himself? And when I say kill himself, I'm not talking about like suicide, but why do we have such an issue within our community of our lovely black brilliant brothers just turning the gun amongst each other, upon each other, and just killing each other? Okay, and I first want to say, by the black man being the original man, he is the ultimate creator and ultimate exhibitionist. But what and why has the black man chose to use his God-given abilities to self-destruct and therefore demolish everything within a radius of himself? So the first one is hypothetical, but it's definitely food for thought. And I want to go over some reasonings for why, as to why the black man has been killing themselves. Number one is black men murder each other because of inward anger, of not being able to kill whom they feel truly oppress them. Okay, so um, they say depression is inward anger. So a lot of, I think, our black men are depressed, and like I said, perhaps they feel like they can't kill who truly oppresses them because of lack of numbers, being outnumbered, and things of that nature. Number two, black men kill each other because of generational beef. Okay, generational turmoil, and refuse to forgive to see the bigger picture of saving more black men. And what I mean by that is, there's like a brother or something that got shot by the guy next, in the next neighborhood. So then it's retaliation. Now they've got to kill the other guy, and then once the other guy is killed, now we've got to kill the other guy, and it just continues. Instead of our brothers seeing the bigger picture of it's just going to keep being a domino effect. You kill the guy next across the street, he's going to kill you, and then the people that are your friends are going to kill the next guy. But the bigger picture is it's killing more black men, and there's so many more black children not having a father, so many black women not having a man in the home. Number three, black men have no brotherhood. Okay, because a lot of times in the black community we say that white people have a complexion for their own protection, but the reality is, where's our complexion for the protection? Why don't we protect each other? It's one thing to want equality and respect, but we can't expect any race of people to look out for us as black people more than they look out for their own race. And to the contrary, as black people, we need to have some self love within ourselves to love ourselves more and respect ourselves more than any other race. And what I mean by that is, black man, okay, the black brotherhood, when you bleed, I bleed. So when your own black brother bleeds, you're bleeding. Okay, when you hurt, I hurt. The black man should feel like, hey, if you're hurting, your family's hurting, I'm hurting. Okay, so it's about thinking about more than just yourself as the individual black man, but thinking about your fellow black man. When you eat, I eat, we all eat. Whether that's resources, finances, goods, resources, or in general, literally food. Black men need to learn how to have a brotherhood. Um, and number four, black men are being programmed through music, movies, and television that this is the only way to be a man. Okay, so other men are being taught, to be intelligent, go to school, have a wife, children, be a father in the home. And black men are finding that they're being taught, like I said, through all these different, vices, that this is your description of being a man, though. So this is kind of like a form of blackface, man tan sambo once again. So your goal is just to, be a thug or something like that. So this is what's popular and what's grown to be popular in the black community, which is killing us as a people. Number 5, elder black men who are thugs, okay, or the old thugs, okay, are passing the mental disease. I called it a mental disease, okay? The mental disease down to younger black men. Okay, so these are younger, older black men that have maybe been to the penitentiary, or I don't know, just out there on the street, and they're getting too old, and they're telling these young black men they're passing on the legacy of continuing the self-destructive pattern, and I call it a mental disease and illness to the young black male. Number 6, the black man refusing to turn back to the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Okay, because that's where the spiritual curse comes in on the black man, because he refuses to submit to God. Okay, what God? I didn't say anything about a white Jesus or anything like that. I said Yahweh, Jehovah, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Okay, it is causing the black man not to know right from wrong. Okay, the black man is losing his soul and his consciousness because he is refusing to answer to God. His heart and soul becomes empty, a shadow of himself when he's out there engaging in those criminal activities on the street. He is losing his soul. So even the best of men, some of them have claimed like, "Hey, I can be a good man and still, diddle and daddle out there in the streets." Well, it's just like a woman saying that she can sell her body and not turn into a prostitute. It's the same for a man. You can't be out there in the streets and not get swallowed up, okay, and lose your soul and your heart being out there, okay. So let's talk about the solution, okay. The young black male child's mind must be protected from all imagery of thug life. So that's posters, that's CD covers, that's all that. It's poison, okay? It's like it's hypnotizing, brainwashing the young black male, okay? All thug minded men must be blocked from the young male's mind to prevent him from becoming mentally hypnotized and thus forth losing his conscious and soul. So every man that because a lot of times you were like, okay, we'll rehab black men when they get 30 and 20 years old. No, no, no. You've got to start at 4 years old. You've got to start at 3 years old, at 7 years old. You have to protect the young black male's mind. So, I mean, no offense if uncles, cousins, brothers, boyfriends, or any of that, they need to be protected and shielded from those men so that they will not pass on those mannerisms, those characteristics, or any of that to the young black male's mind. Okay? The father must live inside the home. Okay? So that the father can protect, okay, and shield and pass on great influence to his own child. Okay, no one's going to do that more than the biological father of the child, and he must live inside the home, not across the street, not down the road, so that the young black male will have respect for male authority. Okay, the young black male's mind must be filled with manhood training, positive manhood training, that is, decision making skills. Okay, so he's got to learn that. Positive images of strong black men who do not engage in criminal activity. Okay, his educational studies, building, carpentry, and mathematics. So this is what the young black male's mind needs to be replaced with. All those rappers and movies and guns and black males that may come over and try to teach him what's a gram from a piece of cooked crack or whatever. Those need to be replaced with, like I said, manhood training, the ability to be able to lead, things that are going to benefit him and keep his record clean. And the young black male must be taught the incentive at a very young age on why to keep his record clean. For if the black male is not taught correctly at a young age, it will be too late. Okay, like I said, when they get older, it's too late. When they become a teenager, it's too late most of the time. That pretty much wraps up this segment. I just wanted to tell the brothers I love you. I think highly of you, and I think that things will change. And that, like I said, that wraps up this segment. If you'd like to get in contact with me, you can at thetruthwithtrinity.com. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can reach me there. You can also listen to my podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and Anchor. And always remember, if you can't tell the truth with anyone else, you can with Trinity. Till next time, take care.